let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So, after 3 whole long years of hearing this man's voice, hearing this man's name involved in storyline after storyline after storyline, we finally get him after 3 hard years. It been since 2008 since we last saw him. Now in 2021, in fact, June 9th, we finally see him. It took y'all long enough. You know, I'm always here for EJ the Mirror. I'm always here for him. I'm always here for his antics. I'm here for everything EJ. And after 3 hard, long years of hearing his name involved in storyline after storyline, hearing Sammy talk about I got to hurry up and go back to Italy. I got to take care of EJ. Oh, EJ gonna be worried sick. I'm gonna be gone so long. I can't stay too long. EJ gonna be worried sick. Now EJ shows up in 2021 to Marlena's townhome, surprising Sammy when Lucas decide let's go ahead and give it a second round, or is this a third round with Lucas and Sammy? Cause I wasn't here for the other 2 rounds. Well, yeah, I wasn't here for the other 2 rounds. I started watching 2008, 2009, or 2007. I think it was between 7 and 8. 2008 I started watching. So I'm thinking, nah, they wasn't involved when I started looking at days. So I don't know how many rounds of Sami and Lucas is this, how many rounds this is. But, Lucas, if you ain't had Sami after all these years, she done been through rave. She done been through you. She done been through EJ. I don't know all Sami lovers, but Sami done been bounced around with so many mans that they had so many affairs with so many mans. Now all of a sudden, now that your children are grown, besides the twins, besides Allie, where Allie grown is? Yeah, Allie grown now. Now all of a sudden, since your kids are grown, now you want to give another whirl with Sami. After y'all done had sex twice, now you want to go for a round, whatever round this is with Sami. Lucas, go find you another woman. You and Sami got too much baggage and too much history, and from what I can hear and what I can gather from all the years, it was never good. It was never done, and y'all didn't get along long enough to have a relationship. So you might have got 3 kids out of her, 2 kids out of her. Allie, Will, Allie and Will. Yeah, you done got 2 kids. I think 3 kids out of, no, 2 kids out of her. Now you thinking that you got another shot with her. Lucas, we can tell you lost for love at the moment. Lucas, we can tell that you looking for love. You searching in all the wrong dark holes and all the wrong dark corners. We see this. We acknowledge that. Please go find you another woman that you don't got history with and got kids with. And you know Sammy manipulative. You know Sammy gonna run you over completely with the Mack truck and all, the 18-wheeler. So why would you want to jump yourself back in there because she didn't gave you some 2 times? And Sammy, I didn't want to say this before because I love when Nicole get caught up in lies, and when lies about to be exposed about her, I love to see her struggle, fight, trying to hold on to the secret for dear life. I love that part about Nicole because I was there through half of her lies that she started. The biggest lie ever caught her in when she was dating EJ. EJ caught her in that lie with that child, and she was gonna marry they were still to get married again. That was the biggest time I ever caught her in a lie. Then we caught her with the whole EJ lie again. Then we caught her with Eric in that other lie with Brady. Like I love seeing Nicole scrambling, about to lose her mind, trying to hold on to her lies the way she hold on. It's just like she can hold a lie that's for dear lie with what I'm trying to say. When she can hold on to a lie. You can send her to the prison for the rest of her life. She gonna hold on to that life for dear life. She ain't gonna let go of that life. She gonna be just like this and that life, holding on to it, holding on to that bar till you have to literally cut her arms off just to take that life off of her hands. And her hand still gonna be sitting there holding that bar of lies, and she gonna still try to say, I ain't do nothing wrong. Even though I like seeing Nicole try to cover up her lies and try to manipulate her way through them lies, Sami, I got to ask myself, you trying to catch Sami in a lie. We already know your history when it comes to your brother, your twin brother, and Nicole, and the many chances they didn't had in it. We already know you can't stand her, you don't like her or whatever. So we already know you gonna go look for anything, any hole you can find to put your finger through, to call Nicole a liar, the S word that ends with T, the H word, the garden tool, all those fancy words she like to call Nicole, even though Sami ain't got no room to be calling her those words, but she find a way to let her slip out her mouth so freely at Nicole. Even though I love Sami dearly, she shouldn't be calling Nicole any of those names. But I got to ask myself, why you trying to prove that Nicole actually slept with Xander? Why you trying to prove what a lion ends with the end with the T's and the H that ends with the E's? You trying to prove that those are gardening tools and stuff. I got to turn around and look at you and say, you calling her those words. Didn't you cheat on EJ not once, not twice? Now, we know you was trapped down there in that wine cellar. We know Kristen had you tied up. Xander tried to kill you. We understand all of that. But you couldn't have been that bored at all that not only did you have sex with Lucas once, but you did it twice. So, it bears me the question that, are you trying to uncover Nicole lies to try to clear your guilty conscience and ease your guilt for cheating on EJ not once or twice? Are you trying to prove a point to Eric that his wife is a you-know-what for you-know-who's, those fancy words I said before? Are you trying to prove that to try to prove a point to Eric, or are you just gonna forever battle Nicole no matter what? Eric accept her. It's obvious Eric accept her as the what she is. But are you trying to clear your conscience? Are you trying to ease your guilt? Are you trying to find your way to get over that you also messed up and slept with your baby father not once or twice? So, while I like you harassing Nicole, you kind of messed up too. And you can't judge her without judging you. She slept with one of her worst sworn enemies ever. The man that tried to kill her husband and all. You slept with your baby father, a man that EJ despised and only deal with because that is your baby father. So, Sami, why are you trying to tell on Nicole and not on yourself? That's the question I got for you. And another thing, Nicole, you're a liar. You know darn well if you're spending the night in the hotel, you really gonna be walking around here with a receipt of the hotel, or walk around here with the receipt from the hotel you stayed in. We already know you found a way to fancy that up and make a fake receipt or whatever trying to get Sammy off your back. Because I don't know anybody that slides their credit card, business or personal card, ain't going to be walking around with the paper in their pocket. If they would have gave them that receipt, they would have threw it in the garbage can. You know it's automatically going to show up on your card no matter what. All y'all do is pull up your little card information and say, see, I was right there. Now what are you talking about? Date and time and all on your credit card. See, if Sammy was a little bit more smarter and not trying to bust you in a lie, she would have told you, okay, I see this receipt, but I don't believe it. Show me it on your credit card. Show me the business card. Show me the business card account. Let me see it on the computer that card and that transaction actually happened, and that is true, and something you didn't write up real quick just to get me off your back if Sammy was a little bit more smarter. But right now, she trying to bust you by any means necessary, trying to get Lucas all in it and all that. She not thinking clearly. Clearly, it's obvious. So if she would have been a little bit more smarter in that moment, she would have asked you, let me see it on the card. Let me see it as your transaction. Don't let me see it as no pending transaction. Let me see it on the business card you use. Load it up on the computer. Let me see that transaction on the computer. Used with that card. See, now she wouldn't have been able to show that because she know that's a lie. Her and Xander went to Xander Hotel that Xander can't afford. We know Nicole did not pay for none of the rooms. She slept with Xander. So how you going to produce a receipt? Or did you happen to find this receipt somewhere? Because we already know you ain't used no business card. As soon as you was done, as soon as you got embarrassed and realized what you did after you got drunk, you tried to run your little behind at that room as quickly as possible. Now, how the hell you went up there to the office to ask for a receipt? So we know that receipt is false. But then again, I like seeing you run around here with the lies. And Nicole, who are you playing with? Are you trying to play in my face, or are you playing in the audience face? Because I've been watching you long enough and been catching you in your lies several times before I actually started reviewing days way back then. This is about my 56th year doing this now, reviewing it on YouTube. So who face are you really playing in? Are you trying to play in my face? Writing that email to Eric saying that you cheated on Xander, knowing darn well you never gonna hit send on that, knowing darn well you not gonna hit send on that email. So now, if Sammy happened to be nosy enough, happened to get your computer, she got it in black and white now, or Lucas got it in black and white, or anybody else that get your computer got it in black and white, basically admitted that you slept with Xander. Nicole, you never was the smartest cookie in the box. You never were. Now you got it in black and white. Sammy, and Sammy's smart enough to get your computer. She basically got you writing an email to Eric telling him that I cheated on you with whatever, Nicole. It's your funeral at this point. Ava, while you running to your fake friend defense, if I was you, I'd sit down somewhere. Because you and Sammy, y'all got a grandson in common. That's going to be mighty crazy and mighty hectic. You not wanting to be around Sammy at family gatherings and all that, knowing you have to deal with Sammy. Why make an enemy out of Sammy trying to save your fake friend over here that cheated on her husband? Why try to save your fake friend and start something with Sammy? You might think you're ready for Sammy, but you're not ready for Sammy. You're not ready for that cheese. That cheese is going to burn your mouth, and that cheese is going to give you all type of spices you never experienced a day in your life. Sammy is crazy, and Sammy will take you around the track several times by your roots. So, Ava, sit down somewhere trying to save your fake friend before Sammy put her hands on you. I looked at that and I saw him like, Ava, Are you really trying to say the friend that's pretending that she fake happy for you that you're dating Rave, knowing darn well she didn't showed you when y'all first talking about going out, she showed you how she was so against it, she didn't want it to happen, she would have preferred it been her over you, but you calling yourself trying to save your fake friend. You know what, Ava? I'm really trying to cheer for you in some little silent way, but don't wake me up. Please don't wake me up. You trying to save your fake friendship with Nicole and this fake that I'm happy for you and Rave Day and find you a real friend. That's what you do, Ava. And stay out of Sami and Nicole beef while you trying to save this person that don't give a darn that you dating Rave. Just save it, please. Um, Paulina, you just one of the fakest, shadiest millionaires, shyster. You all that and you shyster. I hope you don't really think that you're really gonna have your way with the Horton Town Square. See, you just can't jump in your big self in this small pond in this small town thinking you finna run amok all over there, all over Salem. Baby, it ain't gonna go down like that. Like, I'm sorry you finna waste all this money for nothing, but you're not gonna get what you want. And then, before I go into that, I also want to say, I'm not here for no Chanel in no type of way, but I see the girl trying. As a mother, why would you down your own daughter if she tried? Even I got enough common sense to say, okay, I'm still on the fence about her. I like her a little bit. She's trying to do something. You've been bugging and harassing her for how long now to get a job and take care of herself. Now that she doing that and it involves your little shiesty plans, you don't want no parts of it. And as a mother, talking to Abe, how can you sit there and justify and say that stuff about your daughter with a straight face? Now, I know she done disappointed you over the years, but at least this time around, she actually showing you that she's ready. She's prepared. Even if it don't work out for her, she can say, and we can say as a viewer just not getting to know her, that she is at least trying to do something with herself after all these years of you spoiling her rotten. She at least trying to do something with herself. How is it as a mother, you got the nerves and the audacity to sit there to aim, oh, she ain't gonna do nothing. Oh, she been trying it. Oh, baking. She didn't get no far with that. All she did was to scrub my kitchen. That's all she did. She lazy. She never worked a hard day in her life. She never did this. She never did that. Okay, now. Your daughter trying to show you an effort, and all you can do to Abe is say everything bad about her and nothing good about her, even though you thought she would never get to this process where she at now, and you just gonna sit there and justify in front of Abe and say she don't deserve the chance, and your daughter told on you with your plans into turning the Horton Town Square into one big building. Your daughter told on you. And we already know your shiesty behind got something else planned for the Horton Town Square. I'm just going to let you know, Abe, even though he don't take care of his city as he should, Abe is not for to let you ruin something. No legacy. The Horton Town Square is something to all the people in Salem, it's everything. It's like gold. Once Abe see what you got planned, watch Abe cut you off completely. You might think you charming him. You might think you lying to him. You might think you manipulating him. You might think you doing... I'm just waiting for you to fall on your face because you one of those shady rich people that go behind the back, get what I want, and I'm done. It's done. What you gonna do? Give me back my money? So you one of the shady shyster peoples, millionaires that run around here doing whatever the hell they want to do and take the consequences later once they done what they did, once they did what they did by taking over somebody else's city and somebody else's town and turning it into whatever you want to turn it to. So you one of those. You're not one of the nice millionaire rich people that, try to help others. If somebody need help, I'm here to help you. I got money. Why not help you start you out? You're not one of those nice millionaires people that, there's not too many of them out there. Most of them people like you are out there for themselves and how many people they can destroy and what they can get and don't want to give nothing back. So you one of those. And then there's the nice people with the money that's willing to help, willing to make stuff better for the community, willing to help out any means necessary. One of those people. You're not one of those already. You already showed me that you're not one of those nice people with money. You one of those nasty, evil, shyster behind people that get what they want, take what they want. Oh, they got money. I'm going to do what I want to do. You ain't going to stop me. And I'm going to continue to do what I want. And good luck trying to stop me. Okay, well, you didn't met your match. That's all I'm going to say about you. Chanel, keep pushing. I really hope you're making an effort in the right direction. Stop trying to play Katy Perry kissing a girl and you liked it. Because I don't think Allie down with that. She might be playing that she down with that, but I don't really think she down like that. But I think she might be playing with it. And, what's the boy name? Trip and Allie. Allie, if you like the boy, date the boy. If you don't like the boy and you want to try with that girl, try with the girl and start leading this man on. At this point, you just leading. You don't know if you want Chanel at this point. You don't know if you want Trip this point. Make up your mind. This is not Love Games. This is not no reality show where you get to pick dates and get to kiss on one and not kiss on the other one. When this one get too hard, you pull back and say, oh, I don't want. This is not no reality TV show. This is not The Bachelorette. Please make up your mind and please help it and please hurry. We understand you young. We understand you got feelings and all that, but we not for to sit here and watch a whole season of you try to pick and choose which one you think the best for you. If you want to go with Trip or you want to try to, be the bad thing, we not for to sit here and play with that. Like, hurry up and make up your mind, and please hurry up and make it stand. Drug mule, Gwen. Basically, Gwen, your situation has got a whole lot worse. First of all, we know Xander. We know what Xander's worth is. We already know Xander, when he find out something about you, he gonna exploit it to the fullest. He gonna exploit you, use you, extort you. Any way he can get an end game on you, he's going to get an end game on you. Now that this opportunist know what you got going on, he ain't there to help you at all, Gwen. So if I was you, I'd go ahead and turn them drugs on the who you got to turn them pills to. Tell Dr. Pervert over here, I'm done. That's enough. At this point, go ahead and tell. Now you got Xander threatening your drug balls. Now you got Xander all up in your grill and Dr. Pervert grill. That's not good for business. Once the situation gets sticky, once the situation gets worse, you think Xander gonna go down for this and not gonna drag you and Dr. Pervert down with you? We know you know. We know you don't know Xander, but we've been watching Xander for years. Xander is going to drag you and Dr. Pervert under this water. Your secret going to end up coming out now. You ought to stop holding it at this point and go ahead and tell. You need to go ahead and take control of this situation. If you don't, and you let Xander drive the car, Xander finna drive you off the cliff, and Xander finna jump out the car and watch you go over that cliff and crash and burn. Xander is not there to help you. Xander is not your friend. In fact, Xander is not nobody's friend. The fact that he knows your business and know how deep you in, and he talking about he trying to save his best mate, don't believe that BS. He ain't trying to save nobody but himself. He just got to be in somebody's business. So when if I was you, I would get him out my business as soon as possible. I mean, like yesterday, get him out of your business because that is not good for you, and he gonna exploit this situation. He already did jerked up Mr. Pervert. It's only a matter of time before your world go crashing down, and your father that you don't want to know what's going on, oh, he gonna know it all. And Xander might be the one that end up telling it all. Or if you come up, hurt, harm, whatever kind of opiates you giving them, and who you giving them opiates to. So if I was you, Gwen, I go ahead and get my foot out the mud now and go ahead and release yourself and go ahead and tell everybody what you've been hiding all these years. Your dad'll forgive you. One thing I noticed about Jack, when he know you sorry, he'll forgive you. You see how easy it was for him to say, I want a shot at you. I'm your dad. I didn't get a chance to raise you. I didn't get a chance to be there for you growing up. Now that you grown, I want a relationship. Jack will forgive you. Just go ahead and tell the man what's going on, because if you got Dr. Pervert and Xander going at it, and you sit up there trying to diffuse the situation, there's no diffusing. It's only going to blow up in your face and come leave you with the burn marks all over your hands when it exploded in your face and all over your hands. But anyways, though, y'all, days they're coming on Thursday, well, today and Friday, so I'll see y'all Tuesday or Monday, depending on how good it is. So, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Have a good morning, and catch y'all later. Bye.